At least I still have my manuscript about Alakir to write. Except Azay carried it with him. You. Don't I know you? It's so dark in here, and I'm simply too tired to think. Alas, the world might be denied my brilliance. Isn't it amazing how we all ask ourselves such questions? Really, it's all Azay at Oinok's fault. He's my guide. Or he was. I have no way of knowing where he could be now. But I was here to tour the ruins. That is why you're here, isn't it? Giuliano's truth. Such ignorance is breathtaking. If you'll help me find out what has happened to Azay at Oinok, I will tell you all about the ruins. If he's dead, I would want to take back the wages I'd paid him, at the very least. Do you see any discarded notes, journals, or... well, that is a concern for another time. I don't know how much longer I can survive in this decrepitude. He went further into these caverns. It's an old route between the deserts of southern Bankarai and the more temperate northern area. You don't suppose he's gotten lost, do you? That wouldn't bode well for his reputation as a guide, would it? First things first. Let's find Azay at Oinok, especially as he left me bereft of my goods and gear. It's so hard to find good help, and Azay at Oinok is supposedly one of the best. Supposedly.
Can anyone hear me? Help me! Cut me down before the spiders return. Poisoned by spiders. Be careful. They are attracted to movement. As we entered this passage, I stopped for a moment, and Herminia's sophist continued on. Before I could turn around, a very large spider bit my leg, and I fell, unable to defend myself. There is a reason he hired a guide. I've heard him call for me, but it seemed he walked in circles and came no closer. I am tired, and my muscles ache, but I am otherwise in good health. Had you not come along, however, the tale would certainly be different. Yes, for my duty is to protect innocents from predation. A spider's poison wears off, but research and collection by the untrained can never be healed. I see Herminia's sophist walks with you. You will share my wage for doing my job. Herminia's sophist? What happened to you? You are in a terrible state.
You aware of the danger I was in?
But where is your pack? And where is Lutebrius?
Lutebrius? Lutebrius? Been wasting away like a common beggar. And you ask after the monkey? I shall write about how awful you are as a guide.
I must ensure he does not lose his way again.
Aze et Oinok. I hope you know how much of a bind your little disappearance has put me in. Oh, you're still here. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me on another grand adventure, would you? I've been unable to research this site properly before moving on, but my travel arrangements are already made. Do you understand what that means? My editor gave me a list of other scholars who have gone missing here, presumably to frighten me. Aminyas and Deshri are their names. I want you to search for their camps and see if they had research I can cite. Aminyas may have been a xenophobic, dour old elf, but he's at least thorough in his arguments. As for Morgal Deshri, it might help to inject some romance into the piece, since the woman was so obviously taken with King Jolie. Of course not. I intend to recompile their research into my own words and add whatever conclusions suit my opinion. Don't you know anything about the way academic writing is penned? this could possibly be taking you so long? How hard could it be? You found the notes. Oh, superb. I'm sure I can cobble these together and keep the high points on the voyage. I might even make the two of them my co-authors. No, that's absurd. Here, a pittance for your trouble. Now all I have to do is locate that wildlife specimen Azay calls our pet. If only I'd had that monkey Latibrius stuffed when we first found him, we'd know precisely where he is. Oh well, could always go back to the Alakir Desert for another if need be.
We have to find a way inside. This can't be right. Reachman in the grotto. Why has Hircine allowed this to happen? The grotto belongs to the Glenmoral Weird as a temple to Hircine. The Reachman got past our watch and turned our bear guardians against us and destroyed our protective wards. Their leader, Bernark, seeks a Briarheart from Hircine. Unless the bear spirits power the wards, we can't enter our own temple. Without the wards, the bears are wild, and we can't reach the altar to ask Hircine why he abandoned us. Can you kill the bears and free their spirits? You must be near an active ward upon the bear's death. The ward will empower you when you are close, so the bear's spirit will sense it and know where to go. Otherwise, the spirit is more likely to simply ascend, to be reunited with the earth. They serve to protect us as we perform certain rituals to Hircine, and without them, we are vulnerable to attacks by the bears. We haven't used them in quite some time, but an important ceremonial hour approaches, and we need to perform our rites. Yes, if ever a threat came to us, we would come here, empower them through sacrifice, and be protected. Luckily, the Reachmen only see them as rocks. No, if they were, it would have required a great many sacrifices to maintain. The Briarheart is a powerful gift, which makes an almost invincible foe, and we suspect Bernark's target would be Evermore, which makes this an issue for your kind to address. The Reachmen conquered the city before, and will want it back. A clan of bears has always safeguarded the grotto. They recognize us as equals and allow us to pass. When we found the Reachmen here, the bears had become hostile. They refused to let us in. We Asteria discovered this the hard way. It frees them from enslavement, as their minds are clearly under Bernark's control. The bears know their true purpose. Once the spirit is free, it should travel to the wards and seek to empower it.
Impressive for an outsider.
We're very close now, thanks to you.
The wards are back, and the bears are no longer hostile to us. Now we'll call upon Hircine and find out why he's forsaken us. As you restored the wards, you are now a part of the grotto's life too. Therefore, I will ask you to perform a necessary role in our sacrifice. We need a still-beating heart. You've offered to assist us? I asked you to be the ultimate sacrifice to save the grotto. You are the key to reaching Hircine.
No! By rights, I should be the one to take the blade. I'm the one who failed.
Nyroni, no! This person has already offered to help us.
The sacrifice should come from the weird, and I'm the one responsible.
Lene, she's right. The heart of a stranger compared to a self-sacrifice? Hircine is bound to hear an answer.
But we need 3 for the ritual. She can't do it.
The outsider can do it. Only 2 of us are required for the prayers.
I won't allow it.
You've no choice. Do you want this to succeed or fail? Nyroni is ready and willing. You know we're right.
As much as I hate to admit it, Tyria is right. Nyroni's willing sacrifice is priceless compared to yours. I raised her, you know. We found her abandoned. A lost child that the wood kept safe until we discovered her. Much more than that. We're tied through both a familial bond and the forest itself. We may seem callous to outsiders, but we're closely knit. What we ask of you is not to be taken lightly. This is a serious and sensitive matter. Understood? I hope so. Take this ceremonial dagger. It's well sharpened to ensure swift work. Tyria and I will perform the ritual. Once prepared, you must act quickly to cut out the heart of Nyroni and place it on the altar. Not after falling so far out of Hircine's favor. Believe me, if there were another way, a way to spare Nyroni's life, I'd do it. Now, will you honor her decision and help us? Wyrus Nyroni's sacrifice should be the extra edge we need to call upon Hircine. Yes, Nyroni is prepared. I can't say it will be easy, at least for me. This is the way of the Glenmoral Weird. Everything makes sacrifices. The plants and beasts that we may eat, the wood that we may have fire, the people we've come to love. There's nothing wrong with sacrifice, so long as it's done properly. Good. Wait for my signal. When the time is right, cut out her heart and place it on the altar. We're ready. Now cut out her heart. Put her heart in the bowl on the altar.
A worthy offering. What is it
My
you
prince,
seek?
we seek to know why.
Silence, pray. I speak not to the weak, but to the one who took the heart. This one interests me. Come, speak to me, hunter. Ah, the prodigal pup returns. So you aid the weird who still lick their wounds of defeat. They fell prey to Branark and his reachmen, losing my favor. To earn it back, you must prove yourself once more. Show me what you've learned. To start, a hunter's challenge of skill. I will bring the hunting ground to you, a shade of this realm and my own. But this time, you hunt my aspects themselves. Only then will you earn the chance to retake the grotto for the weird. Don't disappoint me, pup. Prey aren't deserving of the gift I've given you. When you've won, return to the shrine. I will be there as the spirit of the hunt. We'll discuss your prowess and your final task for the grotto when the hunt is over.
I'm not sure how much time I have, but thank you for what you've done. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your brave response to Hircine's challenge. Can I help you understand this realm, a place of shadow, hunger, and thirst? Strength, speed, and guile. I know them well. He sent you to track them. The Hunter's Test, which I once undertook myself. Though I've not been dead for very long, I will answer your questions as a final favor. The aspect of strength takes the form of a bear. Crouch low to the ground to search for signs of its passing. A creature so large doesn't leave a subtle trail. The aspect of speed takes the wolf form. You may surprise it within its den, but only if you are careful. Look for its paw prints, which may appear as stars on the ground in this realm. The aspect of guile is the hunter. He'll be the hardest to track, for he wants no prey to realize his nearness. But every hunter must rest sometime. Seek his camp, and if you are lucky, the hunter will be there. Good luck, Hunter. It's time for me to pass on and rejoin the cycle.
Trophy catch. I'll enjoy gutting you.
that tape.
My hunter, the scent of your success surrounds you. Already you yearn for the next hunt. I've 2 hunters and 1 grotto. To the victor goes the spoils. Find Brannock and rip the briar heart from his chest. Prove yourself the true hunter, and he the prey. And the grotto is yours. Should you prove yourself the victor, bring the Reachman's fledgling Briarheart back to the altar. I will speak to you one last time, if you succeed.
A final challenge for us both. This should be easy. Doubtful. I defeated the Weird. I'll defeat you just as easily. The power of the Briarheart will be mine permanently. Soon, I'll retake Evermore, and all the land which once belonged to my people. Your kind will be stamped out, and I will rule all! That's what you think. Come and get me. The Briarheart, this grotto Evermore, and all these petty kingdoms will be mine.
What happened? Has Hircine asked something of you? You've proven yourself a true hunter. And Brannock? What of him? Only one Supreme Hunter would be left. And with Brannock defeated, we can take back the grotto. Go, and luck be on your side. We'd assist, but it would be forbidden.
So, you're to kill Brannock? Good. Tamriel will be better for it.
I'll show Hircine who the better hunter is. I'll take your heart as a prize.
Your victory will be remembered. We could feel the death of Bernark through the earth beneath our feet. Even the insects will not mourn him. Thank you for making our sister's death worth it. We're in your debt. We still have a lot of work to do, cleaning out the remaining Reachmen and regaining the full trust of the Bears. We can feel the connection returning, but there's no telling what damage has already been done, and how long it will take to undo. Now please, return the Briarheart to Hersine.
My hunter returns, Briarheart in hand. Bernark now roams my hunting grounds as prey. His chest a gaping hollow, a reminder of his weakness. Heed his punishment, pup. Ah, you truly are deserving of my gift. The grotto belongs to the weird once again, but more importantly, to you. I'll be watching you, mortal. A larger hunt looms in your future, one I'll watch with great interest.
You there. This one needs assistance. Good meeting, Walker. Do you have a moment? My business partner is in trouble, and this one could use some aid. My partner, Skyward Eyes, darted into these ruins, seeking some ancient magical travel device to get her out of Bankorai. Imperial invaders, perhaps? Giant chains dropping from the sky? Or maybe she just got spooked by a crow. Not sure. Anyway, she ran straight through those Daedra. And this one isn't going after that one. Will you help get her to safety? Just make sure Skyward Eyes is safe. This one's at her wit's end. This one will try to satisfy your curiosity. We sell Tamriel is Doomed survival kits. These are packs of basic survival supplies, like dried fruit and bandages. I manage the money. Skyward Eyes is our prophet of doom, and we scare enough locals to make a healthy income. Thank you. It works pretty well. At least until Skyward Eyes gets spooked by one of her own stories and bolts for the tall timber. Then we have inconvenience. We didn't. At least this one didn't. We set up shop in Martyr's Crossing, but the Imperials wrecked the place. Skyward Eyes insisted we could escape through here. Joan and Jode told her all about it. This. She said something about an ancient Red Guard travel altar that the Shaveskins would use to escape. Sounds like skooma dreams to me. If you find her, you can ask her. Because she is kin to Shagarath. Sure, her terrified ravings drive our sails, but at some point she always heads for the horizon. We have to go after her and end up somewhere in East Fleabite, hiding from imaginary flying slaughterfish or some such.
You could craft something nice with that. About time you faced an actual challenge.
Get up!
and burn.
Ah, good, you are not a Daedra. They are this one's enemies, and must not hear this one's plans to escape the vampire skeevers. Happy day! Help this one perform the rite that will enable escape from the vampire skeevers. That is why Imperials invade Bankorai, you know. Vampire skeevers. This one finds one of 2 runestones needed for Arlimahera's altar. That is an ancient Redguard device to get the user, me, safely out of Hammerfell. Will good-looking new friend get 2nd runestone, the Rune of Transit from Southern Tower? Pretty, please? This one marks your map to runestone. You are true friend to this one, like Norzan Tail. new, good-looking friend has returned with the ruin of transit. Finally, this one can flee frightening land of Hammerfell. Now this one performs magic ritual. Focus of Redguard teleportation magic. Very powerful. Exactly what this one needs, I think. This one knows, sort of. No matter, this one improvises with skill. As for you, perhaps you will stand back a bit, you know, in case. Hello. This one needs to go to a safe place away from vampire skeevers. It works. This one feels it. To Reaper's March, this one goes.
So, where is Skyward Eyes? Did the Daedra get her, or did she escape? Reaper's March. You're pulling this one's hind leg. Did she say where in... No, wait. Of course she didn't. Well, this one thanks you anyway. To expect a better result would be folly.